वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो। तो आज की इस वीडियो के अंदर जो है हम बात करने जा रहे हैं कि आप लोग किस तरह से प्राइवेट लेबल प्रोडक्ट्स फाइंड कर सकते हैं और उनको फिर सेल करके अर्निंग कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो हाउ टू फाइंड प्राइवेट लेबल प्रोडक्ट्स टू सेल स्टेप बाय स्टेप। तो अगर आप लोग हमारे चैनल के ऊपर फर्स्ट टाइम आए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और बेल नोटिफिकेशन को प्रेस कर दीजिए। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं आज की इस वीडियो को। सेलिंग योर ओन private label products is by far the best way to create a strong, recognizable e-commerce brand. This course will teach you how to get started selling private label products online and how private and white label labeling works. When it comes to creating your own private label brands, there is a common misconception that you need to be a skilled product designer or an inventor in order to manufacture your own branded products. This assumption is 100% false. Not only does private label labeling require zero experience, but don't need a background in product design either. For example, when we designed our private label aprons for sale in our online store, we simply drew a quick mock-up using pencil and paper. Then we chose the fabric based on fabric swatches the factory sent us by mail, decided on the size of bodies, worked with the factory on the length of straps, dimensions, and voila, we had an apron design. In reality, manufacturers have in-house design teams that can help you design what you want. The rest of this article will walk you through the exact process of creating and selling your own private label products online. Table of content. What are private label products? The difference between private and white label product, private label examples, and how profitable is private label. What are private label products? A private label product is a product manufactured by a factory that is sold under a different company brand. As the brand owner, you provide the factory with your product specifications, your logo, and your packaging, and the private label manufacturer produces and delivers the goods to your doorstep. Private label manufacturers are not retail stores and they don't sell to the general consumer. Instead, they work with brands who are willing to purchase goods in quantity. In fact, every private label manufacturer has an MOQ or minimum order quantity. The difference between private label and white label products. The terms private label and white label are often used interchangeably, but they mean different things. White label products are products produced by a company or factory that are rebranded under a different company trademark without any changes. Typically, white label products are generic products made by a single manufacturer. This manufacturer allows business to use their own packaging and place their own brand on the product. For example, XYZ Corp sells generic unbranded USB sticks. Companies like IBM, Apple, and Microsoft purchases these USB sticks from XYZ Corp and place their own brand on the product. The primary distinction between private label versus white label is that private label products are based on your own design and no one else can sell the exact same product. Meanwhile, white label products are typically sold by many brands where the only differentiation is the brand label and the packaging. Private label examples. If you look around, there are private label products sold everywhere. In fact, practically every brand that you see on the internet is a private label brand. For example, our online store Bumblebee Linens sells our own private label handkerchiefs and linens. Nike sells their own private label shoes. Logo sells their own private label toys. Amazon sells their own private label knockoffs of popular selling products on their marketplace. How profitable is private label compared to every other e-commerce business model? Selling private label products carries the highest margins. Here are some typical margins for dropshipping versus wholesale versus private label. Dropshipping 10 to 30% margin, traditional wholesale 50% margin, and private label 66% plus margin. If it's quite common for private label products to carry margin of 66% or higher. In fact, some of our private label products have margin greater than 90%. तो ये थी आज की वीडियो जिसके अंदर हमने बात की प्राइवेट लेबल प्रोडक्ट्स आप लोग कैसे तलाश करेंगे और कैसे उससे जो है वो सेल करके अर्निंग कर सकते हैं। तो वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल पर फर्स्ट टाइम है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, टेक केयर।